Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be breaking down volatility 51S and 25-1S as usual. So let's get right into it. So let me start from the higher time frame. So we managed to push up from Monday, which was here. Tuesday open here, and we kind of rallied into this daily fair value gap before we retrace all of the move. So we kind of consolidated, failed to go higher before we just completely reverse. We came all the way back down to this fair value gap in discounted price, and then we managed to kind of push back up in the latter part of the day. So let's get into the opportunities that could have been caught. So from earlier during this consolidation, there were a few buy opportunities presented. These were during the you would call refer to as the Asian session. So we went up here before we finally kind of just broke right back down. The sell-off was pretty drastic coming all the way down. Now I don't see much opportunity to get into these cells. However, there were some nice sell-off. Let me try to mark out where we could get in. So this was one such opportunity. Now, because I'm trading from zones, I don't normally just jump into price. Um, Unless you're using some advanced techniques. So this basically retraces back into a fair value gap, and on the 5 minute, you can see is a 5 minute order block. So we just sold off down to here before finding a discount fair value gap, I think on the 30 minutes to bounce from. Um this fair value gap provided a little bit of relief bounce to basically end the day. So we went right back up into this new order block here and we sold off. So that is pretty much it for volatility 51S. Look to the left of here. This too random for me to say we could have caught this sell. Unless you're using some advanced entry techniques, then would have missed out on this sell. This buy kind of correlate with some little zones here, but not so clean for me to capitalize on. And then now this now is Wednesday's price action here. But let me go to 51S now. So 51S has been melting for the last couple of days. So we had a strong sell-off even yesterday. So Tuesday had a long sell-off candle before closing. So we just been melting through. So we hit this higher time frame order block on the daily time frame, and that just provided enough selling to push all of you down. So from last week we've been selling, and so we open here on Sunday and we could even get a bounce. So we just dropped. So we've been selling now for a week and 2 days. Now we are in a little bit of a discount. I'm thinking we run this low here. We might get down to this order block here before we find some support to maybe push us back up. But on the higher time frame, we could come all the way back down, you know. But let's watch and see how price develop. I don't normally do much forecasting. I just normally react to the opportunities. So see, we just sold off. Now we're having a little bit of bounce here, but I can't find any zones to really correlate. I think it's just a relief bounce here. So we kind of just build and structure here and just bouncing on the 1 hour time frame. I still can't find any zones for us to be bouncing here. So I just think this is a relief bounce here. So let's get into the lower time frame action. So here would be the end of the day, and this would be the start. So we just pretty much just melt it for the whole day. So this would pretty much be one of the only opportunities to get in here, here. Now, sadly, when I'm actually on the charts, I don't get these type of price action to capitalize on because it's in the week and I'm not focused on the chart. So normally I don't catch these type of trades. This was a small one also before we decided to bone. So let me see if I can find the little zones now. And trust me, these aren't random zones, but that's just the way how these markets just flow. So I'm going to show you on the MT5 that there was actually a zone there and you could have actually got into the trade there. So let me show you. So this is the price action. So we had the sell off there, push back up. This is the little fair value gap. And if you refine it and not seeing it on the 5 minute, but we had a small bounce here using this candle on the 5 minute. So just retrace back to this candle here to this fair value gap here, a little bit of the same thing, and it just melted off. So this was one of the few opportunities you got to get in. Let me actually refresh this. And you could have got in here for the sell. So not many opportunities are not the cleanest. You have to be very precise and very patient to get into these trades, but nevertheless, they are still valid entries. So here, after we pretty much melted for the whole day, you could have seen where price did a pretty much an exhausted bounce. So we ran the low, come back down for another test, and this provided the order block here to kind of just push us back up. So we had a small change of character here after running the low here. And that gave us the little wounds that we got here. Trying to find one of the buy things. That color is for when I actually take the trade. That was a buy opportunity. There, the pretty much the only one for the day. So we had a sweep here. So I mark it. A sweep here. Change a character there before we return to this demand. And then we just bounce right there. So yeah, that was the valid entry opportunity. And that was pretty much the trade opportunities for the day. This was a nice melt, a nice drop off. So we just dropped, and then we had a little relief bounce. I don't know if we're going to get back up to here before continuing the sell off, but that is pretty much it from me, guys. We will catch you on the next one.